Hello everybody, welcome back. All is lost, all is lost. So the Bitcoin situation has failed, unfortunately. We've got a trend signal which is now cancelled out on the Itchy Cloud. Okay. Anything else going for us? Well, no. We've lost the we've lost the golden cross, and we're working on in the next 12 minutes unfortunately a short signal on the 4 hourly, which could only take you down to the previous wick, 97,700. It could also take you down to the bottom of these areas around 92,000. That's what that short signal says. But just because you've seen a short signal, don't mean it's going to play out. We saw a trend signal on the daily, it didn't play out. So you do have to sort of recognise that no indicator knows exactly what's going on. Another way to interpret this in a bullish perspective is wicks all over this 50. Mostly, we had some anomalies. We did have a lot of wicks and some closures below it. There has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 occasions since December the 20th where it has held, including today, or is that the 11th occasion. And it's more or less a bit of a guide that suggests ascending triangle, which is more bullish than bearish when it comes to that kind of formation trading. So we do have that. Let's reflect on how good it was anyway, because we did expect a green month in January, and look, we've got it. You can see that it is green. The targets were Bitcoin back above 100,000, so I think 105 is the target. XRP above $3. We got above $3. So the targets were hit, but the continuation we didn't have. So it might be now that we either have a second attempt, which for Bitcoin it should have already started that second attempt now, and so a little concerned that it hasn't. Or a little sideways, but still there's a chance. But today's video, again, that's just a bit of an overview, is mostly going to be around the Ethereum scenario. So Ethereum 10 exponential, that's where we are right now on the monthly. But look at this area down here, right? This is the 2,800 zone. That is the bottom of this box, this massive box that I would suggest everybody pays close attention to. The 21 exponential moving average was there, wasn't it? At the moment, we've got the weekly 20 moving average at this exact area where we are right now. If we go down to the daily, we've got the 200 exponential in the center of this range at the moment. So I'm looking at this box as one that ought to hold. And if there is a little wick that comes down lower, 2,400 at the worst, that's where we'll be looking to buy from. Right, all of this. Now I bought the 3,000. That was my zone. So I'm not looking to buy this high level right now, but 2,800 might be worth getting a handful more Ethereums into the wallet there, and that's a 9.5% move down from where we are right now. Max pain would be like 22%, so 22% max pain for a potential turnaround. Now let me show you this. Yes, let's have a look at this, the Ethereum to BTC chart. Right, so at the moment we did see actually a couple of days back now, decent move. 2 days in a row, bang bang, all the way up into the Bollinger Band Center, rejected from there, okay, no big deal. But we saw some reasonable strength on Ethereum as we get closer to these lows. It's a round number, 3000, so 0.03 sats. Everybody loves a round number. But the real number is actually 0.0293 sats. So if we do come down to that area, I'll be looking for a bounce and maybe even a reversal. Now the reason I'm thinking reversal is likely around there, although not the guaranteed expectation, is the classic weekly bullish divergence on the money flow index. Kapow, kapow. Now we have gone so high on this since reaching that low that it's absolutely, unless something chaotic and we saw 50% wiped off the price action, it seems absolutely baked in that we are going to get this tonight. So in the morning, this bullish divergence, a significant read, will have kicked in, and we'll be looking for it to bounce. Now we're going to talk about sort of big bounce reversal. Now we had a big move here back in 2017. We had a big pullback. We had a big move here, 2021. But it came down again, and it was a series of highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and actually just lower highs the whole time. We haven't made a lower low though, so there is that. Yeah, like I said, this is normally a good bottoming signal, and we are going to get it. So it depends on whereabouts or in what scenario you're going to trade it. The Bitcoin Ethereum pair or Ethereum to USDT pair. What is it that you're going to do, or are you even going to do it at all? Now, I haven't myself, but I'm considering taking perhaps maybe one Bitcoin out of cold storage just to put it into this. Because in the event that this does go for a decent attempted reversal, you know, you're looking for 100% back up to these areas, 200% up to these areas. I'm not really expecting much more than that, but Ethereum hasn't really done anything special, and it should have done by now. There is the ETF and all these other things. I'm just kind of not really seeing anything outside of that bullish divergence that should result in anything tasty. But you've got to get in on it somewhere, and I'm not usually I've been burned this cycle a couple of times rotating a little early, which is unfortunate. So I am a bit concerned that if I rotate again, it'll just be a repeat of those other incidents where I've rotated Bitcoins into altcoins at the wrong time. I mean, educated guess. This is the whole point of trade, isn't it? It's an educated guess. I mean, it worked out in the end, but the point I'm trying to make is, you know, I want to be perfect. We all do. But we have to recognize that we are not going to be. So close to perfect is good enough for me. And if I buy around this 293 area, you know, how long is it going to take for it to reverse? That's the question. You know, I'm not saying that it's definitely going to. I think the chances are that it will. Maybe only to 0.055. Yeah, that'd be okay. It's a successful trade, close to doubling the amount of Bitcoin that I put into it. So, but I suppose the reason I'm talking about this isn't just because I'm trying to double my money. That's not what I'm saying. Actually, this is an indicator for what could be an alt-season scenario. So if we see a reversal on this, you'll also see a decline on the dominance chart. You'll see a big pullback on the dominance chart. And then, yeah, like the snowballing effect, everything will start moving. Because Ethereum moves. We haven't really had that this cycle at all. In fact, if you go back to that last chart, the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, we've basically been declining, going down ever since Bitcoin and the market put in a previous high in 2021. So I'll just show this as a reference and then I shall leave, because we are doing the Patreon live stream tonight. If you want to join, there's links in the description below. It's the beginning of the month. It's a good time to join. So yeah, we've lost 67.5% of our value since December's all-time high in 2021. And we're coming down and basically are at a very significant support zone. So it's an unpopular opinion, you know, to say that it will change here. Spotting absolute lows, very difficult. Same as spotting absolute highs, very difficult. But I believe that this kind of area should be looking for a kind of a low. And you might get a classic alt season if we do get it, because it would be it'd be one where Bitcoin potentially even declines in its USDT value while everything else goes up. But again, saying that now, it's not gonna resonate on the internet. It'll only make sense if that theory comes true, and then we look back at it, and then I say, look, I did say that there was a good chance that was going to happen, and then some people will say, you're bragging again, we don't like that. Oh, yeah, I know, but when I was telling you at the time before it happened, you didn't like that either. So nobody likes anything anymore. You can't say anything these days. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Maybe I'll see you in the live stream tonight, and hopefully I'll have woken up a little more by then. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.